if you meet me in the streets, you better swim or you'll sink. I'm here for content, not your nonsense. What the fuck did you think? If you can fake it till you make it, you can take these critiques. And if you can't, you know the vibe, you can hit the sneaky link. Put your business on the net and I'ma take a sneaky peek. Such a beauty with a vibe, producing content in a sleep. Is you up or is you asleep? Have you checked out 20 deep? From Brooklyn to Vegas, she's becoming so famous. Never forgot what the aim was. Shining light on the creators and showing love to the beauty that black makes us. From Brooklyn to Vegas, she's becoming so famous. Never forgot what the aim was. Shining light on the creators. So Vegas, and showing love to makes us. She's picking your brain, she's spilling the tea. She checking for you, no, she checking for me. It's about loyalty in these YouTube streets. I won't come for you if you don't come for me. Now if you come into my city, better hit the sneaky link. We gon' meet, we gon' rap, maybe have a drinky drink. Shout out to the sneaky link for this fire piece of heat. Y'all heard it here first, I'm a monster on a beat. I'm creative, I'm an artist, I'm not just a little freak. I can sit at any table, any day of the week. She's becoming so famous, becoming so famous. Never forgot what the aim was. Shining light on the creators and showing love to the beauty that black makes us. From Brooklyn to Vegas, she's becoming so famous. Never forgot what the aim was. Shining light on the creators and showing love to makes us. From Brooklyn to Vegas, she's becoming so famous. Never forgot what the aim was. Shining light on the creators and showing love to the beauty that black makes us. She's picking your brain, she's spilling the tea. She checking for you, no, she checking for me.
A mogul with street cred of a gangster. So how you want it, you could get it, cause I got it. I ride around with your life in my pocket.
You've been waiting so long, I'm here to answer your call.
It's the remix.
I know that I shouldn't have had you waiting that
This is the remix.
long. I've been so
Her name is
busy,
Cassie.
but I've been thinking about what
Hey, yo, take it back from the
I
top. Take it back from the top right now. Yo, Cassie, start all over.
You've been waiting so long, I'm here to answer your call. I know that I shouldn't have had you waiting at all. I've been so busy, but I've been thinking about what I wanna do with you. I know them other guys, they've been talking about the way I do what I do. They heard I was good, they wanna see if it's true. They know you're the one I wanna give it to.
Player, you mad full. Acting hard when you was as RuPaul's. Come on.
It's all about the Benjamins, baby.
Yeah.
It's all about the Benjamins, baby.
Yeah.
It's all about the Benjamins, baby.
Yeah.
It's all about the Benjamins.
Hey y'all, hey, you know the vibe. Hit the like button, hit the like button, hit the like button, and share this video. Over here, it is a discussion, no need for any fussing. We gonna learn and grow together as we get to sneaky peeking through these YouTube streets. Today we're gonna talk about a little bit of Diddy, then we're gonna get into a little bit of Jonathan Oddi, and then we're gonna get into a little bit of this Tissa Tales versus Sean Davie Way drama that's going on in these YouTube streets. First, we're going to get into a little throwback of a video that I did a few months ago on Diddy, which is going to bring us up to date and where we are with these white parties and Jonathan Oddi and all of the mess. So thank you guys for being here. Again, please hit the like button. Be sure to share, and let's get into it now. Trigger warning, trigger warning. The story you're about to hear is definitely a scary one. I recently came across this article written by Catherine P. Jose on the HuffPost. J-Lo's ex-husband claims she casts voodoo spells on him and other lovers. Ojani Noah, who was married to Lopez from 1997 to 1998, claims the singer practices Santeria, a set of religious beliefs brought to Americas by West African slaves in the 18th and the 19th century that involves chanting, trance states, and animal sacrifice. He alleges J-Lo used the practice to cast spells on him and insists her former fiancé, Sean Diddy Combs, second husband, Chris Judd, and current spouse, Mark Anthony, have also been victims. While I originally did not plan to do this Diddy content, the following story is what captured my attention and made me wonder why we were not talking more about the white parties as much as we are talking about Diddy freak-offs. As many of you know, I've been in the business for about 15 years in various positions. It was during the summer of 1994. A friend and I were in LA for the Soul Train Music Awards. I was working the event. One of my friends was friends with Wolf, now dead. He was one of Sean Combs' best friends, and I like to call him his male groupie on the payroll. Anyway, we chilled with Diddy, Wolf, Warren G, and a few others the following day after the awards and vowed to hang out when we got back east. That evening, us girls caught our flight and arrived home safely. 2 days later, my girl gets a call from Wolf wanting to hang out, so we all agree to meet at Puffy's apartment, which at the time was on 23rd Street. We get there and we commence to partying and hanging out, smoking, drinking, and doing the things you do when you hang out. About 3 to 4 hours into the hangout session, Wolf calls myself, my girlfriend he's trying to holler at, and our other girlfriend to come downstairs. So we leave everyone else and follow him. I assume he asked just based off the conversations we all had been having back in Cali and earlier that evening. We get downstairs and the room is completely blackened out. There were couches and a small table in the room. Wolf asked us if we believed in God. We all said yes. Nobody was really taking shit seriously. Hell, we was all fucked up. Anyway, he asked us individually what we wanted out of life, and if by some chance we could have, would we do anything for it? Like young chicks, we all basically in union was like, hell yeah. He said good and told us to sit down on the floor, so we did. Puffy wasn't saying anything during our initial questioning. Then he joined us on the floor. We sat in complete silence for about 10 minutes, just looking back at one another, and then Wolf, Puffy, and Sugar Dice started chanting this crazy stuff. At this time, the room started to become colder and colder by the minute, to the point I was becoming comfortably cold. I liked it to be hot all the time. Still, our dumbasses didn't move or say anything. That is until they started talking in voices that didn't sound like what they previously talked in. At this point, it was so cold in the room, you could see your breath, and I was completely not up for what was going down or about to go down. Hell, I didn't know what was happening. All I know is I knew it was time to go. I didn't want to play anymore. I motioned to get up, and Wolf shot a look at me that seemed to go right through me. I was scared then. I tried to move, but couldn't, so I just started praying real hard, something I had never done before. I didn't do it out loud, but the more I prayed, the angrier they got. It seemed Puffy looked at me and told me to get out. Not everyone else, just me. I was so scared I didn't even look back at my other two friends. I just went back upstairs, grabbed my coat, and I left. Honestly, everyone left upstairs seemed to be looking at me real crazy. I got home and tried to forget what happened. The next night I had what I thought was a nightmare, but it was as real to me as I'm sitting here typing. I was laying in bed, about to doze off to sleep, when I smelled something. Mind you, I was in my apartment alone, and I hadn't cooked anything all day. It was a rancid smell, almost like a foul man's odor. Then my apartment became ice cold, like the night before, and as I tried to wake myself up, I felt hands holding me down. Again, I prayed to God to help me, that whatever was happening to me, please save me. It felt like I had prayed and struggled all night. When I finally woke up the next morning, my body felt like it had been through a battle. I was sore, my upper arms were bruised. I later told my Nana, very, very religious, what happened, and she said that somebody or something was after my soul. I went for a couple more years, teetering on the edge before I became born again and realized what was trying to be done to me. Sad thing is, I was so eager and anxious to be down and get put on, I almost sold my soul to the devil to get ahead. This literally gave me goosebumps. Considering the level of media attention on Diddy's family right now, King Combs' choice of clothing has unsurprisingly been taken as a sign by overzealous online sleuths who are asking, why would he ever wear such a symbol, and where did he even get such a piece of clothing in the first place? What does this tattoo represent? Could it be love? This is the Haitian spirit, easily Dantor. Resurfaced photos of Diddy's full back tattoo of the Haitian spirit, easily Dantor, have led to wild speculation online. Many have theorized that Diddy's recent legal troubles are a result of an angering of the voodoo spirit, which represent the divinity of love, but has also been linked to an angering mother by some anthropologists. Due to Diddy's alleged victims being women and children, some believe that Easily Dantor is working against the Bad Boy Records founder as a form of retribution.
They're gay. Who? Both. Diddy and Ross. And Khaled. They're all gay. Okay?
DJ Khaled, Rick Ross,
Yeah.
and P. Diddy?
Yeah.
They all gay?
Yeah.
Gotcha. All right.
Khaled is a Hamas supporter. Okay?
Who supporter?
Hamas.
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 Yeah.
Sorry, I said it wrong.
No worry.
Hamas supporter. Okay?
All
I had sex with Cassie and Sean. Basically, he would masturbate, tell me what to do with Cassie. I had like 15 encounters, and I heard a lot.
Oh, hidden in plain sight.
It's hidden.
I think I see what you're saying.
Okay, how do I know this?
Yeah, that's what I want to know. How do you know this?
Do you know Sean Combs?
Puff Daddy?
Yeah.
P. Diddy, whatever you call himself
Yeah.
these days. Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, he's part of what's called the Boulé. The
Boulé.
Boulé is a branch of the Illuminati.
Okay.
It's the black people. Okay? I'm from Africa, so I'm not a racist.
Hey y'all, hey, what is going on? What's going on? Thank you for being here. 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 How you guys doing? Let me just say what's up to everybody in the chat right quick. Hang on a second. Let me say hello. And then we're going to get into some of this mess. I just wanted to give you guys a little bit of a preview into what I was going to be speaking about. And I did speak about this previously. And I'm still trying to get my voice together. So I wanted to have that all in there without having to speak so much of it. So thank you guys for being here. Let me get you guys some music in this background. Hang on a second. Okay, how's that? A little better. He's so quiet. All right, how y'all doing? How's everybody doing tonight? How's everybody doing? Hey D, how you doing? Thank you for being here. Thank you for being here. I appreciate you. Hey Vacay Bay, how you doing? Thank you for being here. Thank you for being here. Jella. Hey girl, hey. Thank you for being here. Thank you for being here. Let's see who else we got in here. Hey AK Bay, how you doing, honey? How you doing? Down there in the bushes. Down there in the bushes. Hey, yes, sir. How you doing? Thank you for being here. Thank y'all for holding it down for me. I appreciate y'all. I appreciate y'all. Let's see who else is here. Mel's in the building. Thanks, Mel, for sharing. Can you guys please share? Hit the like button for me, please. Share. Try to help me get into this algorithm a bit more. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Hey, Tess Valencia. Appreciate you being here. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Mary, thank you for being here. Thank you for being here. Thank you for being here. Hey, AK, babe, you back, you back, you back. All right, so I don't have a lot of voice in me, and I know it's going to go out at some point. So I want to make sure that I get out as much as possible. Um, I just wanted to talk a little bit about Jonathan Oddi. You guys in the chat, tell me what your opinions is so far on Jonathan Oddi. Do you think his story is real? Do you think his story is fake? Do you think that he is just crazy? Do you think there's any validity to his story? Or have you not heard anything yet at all? Let me know where you guys are so I can know exactly how much I gotta go over here. We're going to talk a little bit about my previous story because I wanted to talk about why we got here today. I've been saying that these white parties, yes, I'm sorry, Jella. Yes. Yeah, that story was crazy. So let's rewind. I was not going to do any reporting on Diddy just because I already knew he was a creep. And, I believe that the justice system will work when it comes to him. And if it doesn't, then hopefully, it doesn't stop and maybe it'll work again the next time. That's the only thing that I can do. I'm not in the justice system. The only thing that I can do is sign whatever petitions that are there and do my part as an active citizen in that area. So I really didn't want to do any reporting on it, but I heard, hey, Trissy girl, how you doing? Hey, hey, welcome, welcome, welcome. Thank you for being here. Thank you for being here. Let's see. I believe him. Unfortunately, he chose to tell his story at the wrong time. And this is the thing, and that's why I want to talk about it because this story that he told was in 2018. And he's referencing times in 2014. So the video isn't as new as what we all originally thought. And I think that's why there's so much back and forth when reporting on it. And then also, he kind of disappeared in the system. I have not seen any recent photos of him or any recent statements from him or anything like that. He's been being held for the past 6 years with no outcome. Like, he hasn't even been fully charged yet. So that's why there's such a big clash in when we're trying to report on him because there's not much to report. We all just know that this story has truth to it. Now, what a lot of the bloggers were going back and forth were about was pretty much, is he even alive? Is he even alive? Is he alive or is he not alive? And unfortunately, that came due to reports that he was unalive. And in the reports, they're dated. I did make sure that I put all of the links. Well, I'm going to make sure that all of the links are in the description box. Some of the stuff I don't want to play. I don't want to get any strikes on my channel. I don't want to lose my channel before I get where I need to go with it. So I don't want to play too much of other content creators' things and stuff like that. But I do have transcripts and I've seen a lot of it. And I'm going to make sure that you guys have all the information you need to do whatever follow-up you would like to do once we're done having our conversation about it. I definitely also believe that there is some truth to the story. I do believe him. I think that when you start you start a situation one way, you end up another way, and sometimes it doesn't always go as you plan. So it is what it is when it comes. It is what it is when it comes to, the opinions and what of how we feel about the truth that's being presented to us. So yes. Let me just put that scrolling down there. Hold on, guys. Let me do a little bit of things here in the background just so we could be looking right up here. And first we're going to go into my story first. Just so that I can show you guys why I picked up the story at the place that I picked it up at, and we'll see how it goes from there. Hold on. Let's see. Let's change that. Okay. Yeah, so going back to my original starting point, I picked up the story because I read that story and I didn't hear a lot of people talking about it. And I understand that these white parties are of very significance to what he is doing. They're very much significance to what is going on with his case right now. And a lot of the mess that happened, these things that we are seeing, the freak off parts of these things that are happening. Yes, the white parties and the freak offs are kind of the same thing, but then there's differences at what happens when you're in certain parts of the party. So I know that a lot of you have heard, I believe I forget who it was, but they were telling a story about not being at a Diddy party after 1 a.m. Like by 1 a.m. you want to make sure that you're out of the party, or you're gonna see things that you don't want to see. And as you guys know, that story that I just read, that happened later in the evening in the party as well. So during these white parties, these freak offs, they're also having these rituals in the background as well. So when now we hear this guy's story today, in 2018, they said the man was crazy, that there was no validity to the story. And, they got him pretty much locked up, they got him locked up. Nobody has heard anything from him or anything like that. And he's just locked up. So now that we have that situation happening and we're looking into his story a little bit more, yeah, shortly after the interrogation, he disappeared. However, he is in custody. All of the paperwork, I have the trail from pretty much him and where he is at in the court system, what motions have been filed. I am going to I think Tissa has a video of breaking all of that down, exactly where he is in the system, which is nobody knows. He actually had a court date, obviously didn't show to the court date. This court just keeps rescheduling. And then there is no indication that he's been charged with anything. Like his actual charges are not there yet, right? So we have that. Again, so we had that one story that popped up. I read into it. Then I seen Diddy's tattoo. I started digging a little bit more. My original video is about an hour and a half long, and it goes through all of the decades of Diddy's discussed. But then it gets to this part, and this is where I had my questions. I don't think that anything else that he's done is a question right now, but this and the secrecy and the Illuminati and the higher ups and all of those things that we don't know, that is the things that I'm interested in. And those are the things that I want to know. So let me double check in the comments with you guys right quick before I go on. Hang on a second. Yes. Again, from what I'm seeing so far, he's still within the court system. There was, what is her name? Catherine Rundle. She actually is the person who has pretty much caused this uproar as to whether or not he's alive or dead, because she submitted paperwork to the court stating that he was not here with us anymore. So that's where the information is coming from. That's where the whole back and forth fight about if he's alive or if he's not alive is coming from. I'd really rather just know is what he said or what he said, not the truth. So that's where I go with that. Hey DJ Genesis, how you doing? Welcome. Thank you for coming. Yes, he has been alive and confirmed in prison, but again, he hasn't been shown or seen or anything like that. Thank you for sharing that, Mel. I did do a 5-part series. Part 5 is pretty much a compilation of all 4 parts. There's a lot of information in there. I talk about Diddy all the way from his days at Howard, where he beat up his girlfriend there. I talk about the whole incident with Tupac and all of that. So I did give a lot of information in that video. So if you guys want to go back and click those links, you can do that. It'll definitely be a help to me and a help to you to get you caught up as to why I went where I went. And that's what I kind of wanted to know about. Why did he look so crazy in that picture? And me too. I wish someone would write a book about that part. Yeah, the secret society portion of it. I did dig a little bit further. I do take you through all the steps of even how they go through initiation and a lot of different things. If you guys have any questions, put them in the chat and we'll see if we could get them answered along the way. I know DJ Genesis is here as well. She does have questions here as well, or information that she may want to share. She's more welcome to share that there as well. So yeah. Okay, I thought they had something. Yeah, and that's the thing. We have laws and we have, like, in America, you cannot just forcibly go take and hold somebody. You can't do that. This is what we have, the right to a speedy trial and all of those things. Our justice system is not set up to have somebody just sitting in prison. This is why there is so many questions. And I get it. I question it too. I can't say for certain where, what, or why, or what's going on with him because I'm not him and I'm not there. Only thing I can tell you is what I see, what I found, and what's been reported on so far. And yeah, it's a lot. Oh, please do. Yeah, I did a Diddy playlist. It's about 8 or 9 videos on there. I really didn't want to talk about it this much, but that one story that you guys heard in the beginning I was up for a few weeks just trying to get through that portion of the video, and it was very hard to get out. I don't know if you guys remember, but when I was putting these out, that last video took a while to get out, and it should have been out much sooner than that. But when I got to that portion, it was a lot. And yes, the tattoo, along with Justin wearing the symbol on his clothes. If you look at my long form video of it, there's a picture of Diddy sitting on a bed and he's surrounded by crystals. So there's a lot of information in there as well. Thanks, Mel. Thank you. I appreciate you. It seems like a CS. There's a lot going on, and I can't pinpoint exactly what it is. I've done a lot of research, and I'm still going to continue my research as we get things from this. I have a feeling that everything that I'm thinking about is going to be revealed through the court documents, and it will be timed within the weekends around these white parties. All of these bad things would have happened during, before, or after a white party, and it's because that's when that's their rituals. You understand? So there's things happening around that time. Sometimes these things are week-long events that they are all at. Yeah. Let's see here. Hold on. Let's see. Hold on a second. Let's see. Sorry. Hold on 1 second, guys. He went into Trump's building, shooting guns and lady. I'll do it in interrogation. He's talking about Diddy. And that's the thing. He went into that building and he was screaming a lot of things. He was screaming things about Obama. I actually have the transcript. He was screaming things about Trump, Diddy, Obama. There was a lot of things that he screamed about. Actually, in the transcript, he did not say very much about Diddy in the act of what he was doing. But what he was saying is that pretty much he was doing that to lure the police to him. He was doing it intentionally. He wanted the police to come to him. Catherine Rundle, she is the state attorney, and she is the one that filed the paperwork stating that he was no longer with us. He did talk about that a little bit, but again, he was talking about how to. He really was trying to lure the cops there. He wanted to tell his story, and he was making a whole big thing. Now, let's look at a couple things here, because we are seeing that Diddy is being influencing people with drugs and alcohol and all kinds of things. If he in 2018 is reporting something that happened in 2014, and by 2018 he's lost his mind, flipped out, and now he's shooting up a building and saying Diddy, 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 Diddy. Could that be due to the drugs? Could that be due to him just being drove crazy like that? You have to understand all of what you're looking at here. Thank you, Trissy. Thank you. Dude. Yeah, a lot of that is happening. So, yeah. Anyways, back to the original story with the young ladies going down into the basement. So they recant this whole situation to where there's a seance. You then have J-Lo's ex-husband reporting that they have reports that J-Lo is reportedly doing spells and voodoo hoodoo on all of her partners, Diddy included, and others, Mark Anthony as well. Then you have the idea that we all know the Illuminati is within the industry. And then you have the idea of this person, the tattoos, Justin's clothes, and all of these things. So what is he doing and what's going on with exactly Diddy? We can't pinpoint everybody, and this is all allegedly, but what is going on with him? What is he doing? Why are you tattooing these things? Why are we seeing you with crystals? Why is this person saying this thing about you? And again, he's reporting these things that happen he's reporting in 2018. The video of him sitting there is in 2018. But he's telling stories of things that has happened to him since 2014. So that's 10 years exactly. I want to give you guys a little bit more information from the interrogation, and you guys can listen to a little bit more of it, and I want you guys to hear what he is saying about it. So just give me a second here. Let me get it up. And I'll just forewarn you, the beginning of the video is hilarious. My goodness. Actually, hold on. Let me just take a little break right quick. And then I'm going to take a little break, and then we'll play the interrogation. We'll just play a few minutes of it, and then I want to get into Tissa versus Sean Davie Way and a little bit of their argument. And I have a video, guys, that I can link to you guys as well. Show you a little bit. I don't want to play too much of anybody else's content, but I'll show you a little bit of it, and then I'll let you guys know where to go and see that as well. So just give me 1 second right quick. Let me do that right here, and let's do that.
My content is so fire, and you know that. That's facts. Ain't no looking past at the sneaky link. She's a hashtag. It's time to get this money. Hit me up on the cash app. I hear you talking big support, and now show me where your cash at. Cash app. Dig into that stash. Don't let the love ever slack. I'm forever giving back. My beauty is so black. Content is so fire, and you know that. That's facts. Ain't no looking past at the sneaky link. She's a hashtag. It's time to get this money. Hit me up on the cash app. I hear you talking big support, and now show me where your cash at. Cash app.
All right. You guys can hear me? I'm good. Am I good? See what's going on down here. Hey, Diddy, how you doing, baby? What's going on, honey? String theories break down the atom to a string that is able to create actual reality based on vibration. That's very true. There were amethyst crystals that he was pictured with, Jella. That what you asking about? What was in the picture? They were amethyst crystals, which is kind of used to open up your chakra, to open up and to allow good things in and draw in energies. Everybody. Okay, so hold on a second. Let me just go ahead and hold on. This is a little too quiet. Little too quiet. Okay, let's get that going there. And I want to pull up. Who else was there? Who's that? Oh, thank you, honey. Thank you. Okay, so let's go to the interrogation first. Okay, you guys can see that, right? Everybody can see. Everybody can see. Everybody can see. Okay, you guys can see. Let me pause this right quick so you guys can hear this up here. And let's just take a look at this. Again, the beginning of this video is hilarious. It is going to show actual events of him running through. Oh, hold on. Let me take this off so you guys will be able to see. There you go. Now you should be able to see. Sorry. Be good. Everybody can see now. There we go. Should be able to see soon. I'm going to wait until I get some notification. Okay, thanks, Faye. Okay, so you guys can see in the beginning of this video, you're going to actually see the day that he is having that pow-powing incident at the Trump door. So that's going to play there and you'll get a chance to see. So let's take a look.
Stormy's story is bad news because it's embarrassing. That's why he's going crazy with that. It's not that he's lying to the American people. He's embarrassed about Stormy's situation. Okay?
So you don't have
Family in the United States?
yeah.
Just my dog Bubbles. My
Just your
service
dog?
Yeah. Diddy and Ross, which are good buddies. Okay? They're gay.
Who?
Both. Diddy and Ross and Khaled, they're all gay. Okay?
DJ Khaled, Rick Ross,
Yeah.
and P. Diddy?
Yeah.
They all gay?
Yeah.
Gotcha. All right.
Khaled is a Hamas supporter. Okay?
Who supporter?
Hamas.
Hamas. Yeah.
Sorry, I said it wrong.
No worries.
Hamas supporter.
All
Okay? I had sex with Cassie and Sean. Basically, he would masturbate and tell me what to do with Cassie. I had like 15 encounters, and I heard a lot.
Oh, hidden in plain sight.
It's hidden that.
I think I see what you're saying.
Okay, how do I know this?
Yeah, that's what I want to know. How do you know this?
Do you know Sean Combs?
Puff Daddy,
Yeah.
P. Diddy, whatever you call yourself
Yeah.
these days. Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, he's part of what's called the Boulé. The
Boulé.
Boulé is a branch of the Illuminati.
Okay.
It's the black people. Okay. I'm from Africa, so I'm not a racist.
Okay.
You my brother, so I like black people.
Okay.
My mom, I was raised by an African woman in my house. Okay. She was just a servant, but she was she took care of me.
Right.
So I love black people.
Okay.
I had settlement with Sean. Okay. He's Donald Trump. Okay, because he used to belong to their side. You understand? He used to belong to that illuminated group that I told you about, which is an elite group, okay, of individuals which run the whole country. All right. Basically, what I did you tell him did you explain to him about the message? Or
Please. Elaborate.
On Thursday, turning to Friday, basically, I went to Donald Trump. I went through the gates. I took I jumped the fence and I took the American flag, I put it in the front desk and I drove the chandelier. What I did that for is to transmit a statement to the American people and to Donald Trump that we're not accepting any more corruption and abuse from their system of friends. Okay? Donald's still blind because he thinks that he let Hillary off the hook and she's okay. You understand what I'm saying?
I'm trying. Okay. Keep going.
It ain't like that. The CIA, and then they want to do the same thing that he did to JFK. Okay.
All right.
Why? Because they want the United States to fall. They've already been creating a state of chaos and confusion in the United States. They want the United States to fall. Donald was against their agenda and won the presidency. Okay, he did get help from Russia. He did get help from the Saudis. He also got help from a lot of Republicans in here, which is the electoral college vote. And he got a lot of support from Republican people. Okay. The elections, yeah, they weren't fair, but he wanted the electoral college vote.
Right.
Which is the Republican vote, basically. He got him through, okay?
Mm-hmm.
He didn't get the popular vote.
Right.
Okay.
I hear you.
So basically, the interior, he made it. He's president-elect by electoral college. So he made it. The situation is that he still hasn't kicked out the corruption from the system. He's letting them stay due to money, basically. Because they all like making money. That's why they're all billionaires, etc. So there's only there's select few of that run the country. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So I know you may or may not. I know you're gonna believe me. You have what's called the Illuminati.
Illuminati.
Okay. Yeah, Illuminati. Okay. They've made it in dance. Basically, what it means, illuminated.
I got you.
Okay. They do satanic ritual abuse, which is basically CIA mind programming techniques to their own family, kids, etc. on the crew, and they bond that way. Okay, so they do sexual pedophilia, they do animal abuse, killing of animals, blood sacrifices, and everything in the Bohemian Grove. Okay,
right.
The Bohemian Grove, the Bushes go there. George Senior and George, both of them are in the same agenda. They cousins with the Clintons. Okay, so is Donald Trump. He's also a distant cousin. So if you see, there's a direct correlation of the presence of the United States being bonded between family ties. Okay,
Gotcha.
All these family ties wound up go back to the same place, the royal family in England. Okay, the family here of the Illuminati are descendants of the royal British family. Okay, they have children between themselves. Why? Because they have that issue. You understand? They want like superiority of the race.
Mm-hmm.
They see it that way, but it backfires on them because it makes them simple-minded. You understand? When you have sex with someone in your family, your kids are not gonna come out smart. You understand? They're gonna come out dumb. All right. So Donald turned his back, but he's still trying to negotiate a peaceful way out, and they have an agenda to kill him. Okay. Example: if you look at the Illuminati card games, example. Okay. You look at the game, Illuminati card game.
I'm not familiar with it, so help me understand.
It's a card game.
It's a card game.
That tells you exactly what their agenda is.
Gotcha.
It's called mental pre-programming. That means that you predispose already. Once you play this, your mind is already predisposed at this happening, and you accepting it. Okay, so they have a picture of Donald dead in that game.
Okay.
All right, I'm not crazy. They have a picture of Donald dead, but they also had the Twin Towers. They had everything on there.
I got you.
Okay, from A to Z. So it's kind of like a hidden agenda, which they try to make it open to our eyes, but we really don't see it. We're so busy working.
It's kind of like hidden in plain sight.
It's hidden.
I think I see what you're saying.
Okay, how do I know this?
Yeah, that's what I want to know. How do you know this?
Do you know Sean Combs?
Puff Daddy,
Yeah.
P. Diddy, whatever he calls himself these days. Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, he's part of what's called the Boulé. The Boulé is a branch of the Illuminati.
Okay.
It's the black people. Okay. I'm from Africa, so I'm not a racist.
Okay.
Okay, you my brother, so I like black people.
Okay.
My mom, I was raised by an African woman in my house. Okay, she was just a server, but she was she took care of me.
Right.
So I love black people. Okay. I had settlement with Sean. Okay, and he belongs to that agenda. That's why he's so famous. They land all the contracts. It's these attorneys, which are Mark Garagos and Ben Mercedes.
Okay, you guys have to listen to what he's saying. He's saying that he had a deal with Diddy. He was in a deal with Diddy. If you're listening to what he's saying, then you would understand that he's literally describing direct events. He just said that he had a deal with Diddy, and he mentions Mark Garagos, and then he also mentioned Marcellus. Mark Garagos is the principal attorney for Diddy. Marcellus is also working with Diddy. So if this man is 110% crazy and he is able to recap events in 2018 from 2014 and give direct names, these lawyers were at the time to say that he had a deal with him. How possibly do we true event? There's a I see your comments down here, Genesis. I'm sorry. I believe him, but I think it was staged. This was not staged. This is a real live interview that was conducted by the police department as he was released from once he got that whole situation with Trump. Obviously, there's a process. If you go powing up a building, we want to make sure that you're not nuts. So there's a process. You don't just go directly to lockup. So what they did was they sent him to get evaluated. He got evaluated. They said, hey, he is not crazy. He is sound enough to stand trial. Once they said that, they released him to the authorities. The authorities then sat him in a room and had this interview. Who does that? Who's to say what he was hopped up on? Did he come down from it? Was there enough time between when all of that situation happened, all of the adrenaline? What you had to have done some kind of Uggs or alcohol before you go and decide to, just shoot up a place. I don't think that anybody would do that sober. So he had to have some kind of things going on with him to get him to that place to where he had enough, muscle and behind him to go ahead and do that. So listen to the rest of the interview. I'm going to go back just a little bit, but listen to what he's saying in regard to Diddy, Cassie, the Illuminati, and what we know today that is factual. I don't think that it's our job to say what is factual and what is not factual. I think we need to listen to what is out there and let the facts speak for themselves. So just listen.
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, he's part of what's called the Boulé. The Boulé is a branch of the Illuminati.
Okay.
It's the black people. Okay. I'm from Africa, so I'm not a racist. Okay, you my brother. So I like black people.
Okay.
My mom, I was raised by an African woman in my house. Okay. She was just a server, but she was she took care of me.
Right.
So I love black people. Okay. I had settlement with Sean. Okay? And he belongs to that agenda. That's why he's so famous. They land all the contracts. It's these attorneys, which are Mark Garagos and Ben Mercedes. Ben Mercedes worked for Bad Boy Entertainment for 4 years and worked for Hillary Rodman for 5. Okay? When I take Sean the threat of death on me, okay? I don't have it, but I can make it available.
Okay, sorry, it's skipping. I don't know why it's skipping, but what he is saying is, let me go ahead and go to the transcript for you guys so I can read it to you really quickly. He's saying, it's the black people. I'm from Africa, so I'm not racist, okay? You're my brother, so I like black people, okay? My mom, I was raised by a African woman in my house, okay? So she was just a server, but she was my own. You know, she took care of me, right? So I love black people, okay? I had a settlement with Sean, okay? Against Donald Trump, okay, because he used to belong to their side. You understand? He used to belong to that illuminated group that I told you about, which is an elite group of individuals which run the whole country, all right? All right? Basically, what did you talk about? Did you explain him about the message? He says, no, 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 please elaborate. He goes, on Thursday, turning into Friday. Hold on, let me just make sure you guys okay in the comments. I'm going to come back. You guys can hear me, right? I'm going to come back and check everybody's comments just to make sure y'all, let me know y'all can hear me. So he says, Thursday turned into Friday. Basically, I went into Donald Trump's. I went through the gate. I took a no sorry. I jumped the fence. I took the American flag and I put it on the front desk and I pulled the chandelier. This basically what I did for is to transmit a statement to the American people and Donald Trump that they will not accept any more corruption abuse from the system of friends. Okay? Okay. Donald's still blind because he thinks that he let Hillary off the hook. She's okay. You understand what I'm saying? I'm trying. Okay, keep going. It ain't like that. The CIA, then I went to do the same thing that he did to JFK, okay? He says, all right. He says, why? Because the United States to fall, they haven't already created a state of chaos and confusion, right? When the United States should fall down was against their agenda and won the presidency. Okay, he did get help from Russia. He did get help from the Saudis. He did get help from a lot of Republicans in here, which is electoral college vote. And he got a lot of support from the Republican people, okay? The elections, yes, they weren't fair, but he wanted the electoral college votes, right? Right. Which is the Republican vote. Basically, he got him through, okay? He said yes. Get the popular vote, the popular vote. Right, right. I hear you. So basically, the interior he got, he made it. He's president-elect by electoral college, so he made it. The situation is that he still hasn't kicked out the corruption from the system. He's letting them stay due to a money basically, because they're all making money. That's why they're all billionaires. So there's only a few select few that run the country. Okay, right? So this is when he gets back into the whole illuminate thing. He says, so if you I know you may or may not, I know you're gonna believe me. You have what's called Illuminati. He goes Illuminati, 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 okay? Basically, which means illuminated it, okay. Okay, but they do satanic rituals, abuse, which is basically CIA mind program techniques to their own family and kids, etc. in the group. And they bond that way, okay? They do sexual adoelia, they do animal use, illing and aliving of, they do animals, blood sacrifices, and everything in the Bohemian Grove. So he's telling them all of this. Diddy is tattooed with this information on his body. It's very hard for us to say that this is not true. It's very hard for us. He is telling this story in 2018, and he is telling a story about something that happened in 2014. And that is years into Diddy's madness. Diddy's already been going mad. So how are we going to say he's lying? Let me double check in you guys' comments and stuff right quick in here. Let's see what's going on with you guys. Okay. Yeah, re-listen to this later. Make sure you go listen to my Diddy Part 5, so that you can get a full story from beginning to end. Again, I don't have the voice capacity to give out a good 2 hours, 3 hours of content, which this really, really needs. So I need you guys to kind of piggyback off of content that I've already done, and then we can go forward and keep catching ourselves up from there. Picking up shit ain't a miracle. Great. I'm glad you're picking up stuff that you never heard before. I think this is the problem that I have. Yes, he did some nasty things in the flesh, but the things that are going on in the soul, in the spirit, are the things that we need to be careful for. He was able to get away with a lot of these things due to the things that he was doing in the background. You working on people. You making it so you can be in a place in life to where you have this power, only so that you can hurt other people with the same power that you've gained. And it's sick. It's sick. And I think that, we kind of shun away from these topics and we don't want to hear it, and it's a little bit scary. But this is all roots. This roots goes back to Africa. This is roots of people. So if you want to know about yourself, your spirit, and all of those things, whatever your religion or is, it will tie back to some form of something back to Africa where these things were prominent. So you have to just make sure that your eyes is open. I don't like to talk about spirituality and things like that so much because I believe in everything. I believe in what you believe in. If you believe that this is something that is happening for you, then I believe that. I believe it with you. If I believe that this is my God and what my spirituality is on this end, I believe that for me. But I also believe what you believe for yourself as well. I'm not here to take that away from you. God is of all things. And if God is of all things, then he is of your thing and he is of my thing. And we're still binded and connected in some way. And it just depends on which way you're looking at it. So I don't really talk about it as much, but nobody is talking about this. What is happening at these white parties outside of that? I've had some crazy experiences in life that will be, actually, I'm going to do a story time. I'm going to do a story time on what I've seen. I hope the person that is about this story time, I hope that they don't get offended and they don't have a problem with me speaking about this story. But I'm going to give you guys a story time of something I seen with my own eyes that today still gives me goosebumps, so you will understand that things happen, okay? And we're not here to control how things happen. So I'm going to make sure that I get that story time up for you guys. And when I tell you, this happened to me when I was 16 years old, I will never, ever, ever, ever forget it. Me and my best friend today, we were best friends since we were 5 years old. This is over 30 years of friendship that I have with this person. And when I speak this story, you'll understand what I see and what I know to be factual, right? Okay. Couple serious. I don't know why people play with it. Yeah, I don't play with that. I don't play with people's spirituality. You know, I don't play with that. I don't whatever God you serve, I believe in him too. God bless you. God bless me. God bless all of us. Whatever God that is, Allah or whoever you serving, I'm serving him too because we are all of the same. If we are all created from this one thing, this one person from this one time, then we are all the same. And how you look, your how who you pray to just may be a little bit different. So I just want to make sure I keep that in mind. But the basics of it, like I said, was he's talking about the rituals, he's talking about the pedophilia, he's talking about the animal abuse, he's talking about all of the sacrifices, he's naming names, he's naming people that he's worked with, that he had a deal with. Then he also said that they tried to take his life. I'm going to read a little bit more of the transcripts. And then I want to give you a little bit of an insight about the whole back and forth between Tissa and Sean Davie way. And then I'm going to come back with a story time and a follow-up to this with more details. I'm going to figure out how to give Genesis a platform so that she can come up, and she wanted to add some things to this as well. I'm sorry I'm a little bit all over the place, but it's a lot of information that nobody has. So to try to get it all out there in this way, it's a lot. But I appreciate you all for being here. I appreciate you all for rocking with me. I know that this is a little bit of a touchy subject, and this is a judgment-free zone. Thanks, Mel. This is a judgment-free zone. This is the place where you can come and be your authentic self and understand that the person that you're speaking to is going to accept you exactly as you come. How you come is how you accept it. Whatever you pray to, I'm gonna pray to with you, and then I'm gonna pray to me as well, just to make sure that my soul is fulfilled on my end. So don't feel like you can't have a comment or anything like that. Please speak your piece. Let us know what you think in the comments. Please hit the like button. Please make sure that you share and all of that there. I'm going to read a little bit more of this transcript, and then we're going to get into the next piece. Okay. They do satanic ritual abuse, which is basically CIA mind program techniques to their own family and kids, etc. in the group, and they bond that way. Okay, so they do actual elia, they do animal abuse, they unaliving of animals, blood sacrifices, and everything in the Bohemian Grove. Okay, the Bohemian Grove, the bushes, go there. Then he says George Sr. and George, both of them are in the same agenda. So yes, he's rambling. He's talking on and on. He just come from being arrested, having a whole ordeal, going through a psych evaluation, and being released to the officers. And now he is going through his interrogation. This shouldn't have even happened this way. So he goes on to say they caused this with the Clintons, okay? So is Donald Trump, he's also a distant cousin. So if you see, there's a direct correlation of the presidents of the United States being bonded between family ties, okay? So all these family ties will not go back to the same place. The royal family in England, okay? The family here of Illuminati are descendants of the royal British family, okay? They have children between themselves. Why? Because it's they, and they have that issue. You understand? They want like superiority of the race. They see it that way, but it really is backfires on them because it makes them simple-minded. You understand when you have X with somebody in your family, your kids are not going to come out smart. you understand they're going to come out dumb. All right. So Donald turned his back, but he is still trying to negotiate a peaceful way out. And they have an agenda to unalive him. Example, if you look at the Illuminati cards game, which there is an actual game, example, you look at the game Illuminati card game, I'm familiar with it, so help me understand it. Is it a card game? He says, yes, it's a card game that tells you exactly what their agenda is. So this to me seems like a card reading. He says, gotcha. He said, it's called mental pre-programming. That means that you are predisposed already. Once you play this, your mind is predisposed that this is happening and you are accepting it, okay? So they have a picture of Donald unalive in that game. He says, all right, I'm not crazy. They have a picture of Donald Trump, but they also have the Twin Towers. They have everything on there actually from A to Z. So it's kind of like a hidden agenda, which they try to make it open to your eyes. Guys, this is important. This is important. This, I promise you, I know for sure I'm not crazy. I'm not on drugs. I don't do anything that is going to make me crazy. But this man also is not crazy. Did he get caught in a vulnerable space? Does he look crazy? Does the tattoo showing, the hanging off of the night robe, the socks, and all of that? Is he alive? Is he unalived? All of that is crazy. I promise you it's crazy. But I'm not. We all know that there's Illuminati going around in this industry. We just can't pinpoint who's doing what and anything like that. So I want to go away from this for a second. I'm going to go away from this for a second. I need to take a little break. Just give me a little second here to take a little break. And then we're going to get into the rest of the mess and just go through all of that. So give me a second. Let me just do this.
I see you.
Hold on, let's stop. Oh, please bear with me. Are we still good? Did I press something? Okay, hold on. I think we're still good. Okay. Hold on, let's see. Yes, please smash the like button for me. Please make sure you hit the share as well. Give me a moment here. Let me get something going for you guys in the background and just give me a brief moment.
I see you. I see you. You're just looking and I'm looking. Get your ass up off the pressure sticks twerking. And you house see the like the pickers working. Now drop some links in the chat, you little sneakies. It's some shit going down, let's take a peeky. Who the fuck is you? Just call me sneaky. Ayo sneaky.
I'm sorry, guys. Sorry about that. Can you guys hear me? Okay. All right. Let me see. Okay. So I wanted to just show y'all really quickly. A little bit about what the big fight was about between Tissa and Sean Davie Way show. So let's go into that a second here. Hold on a second. Let me share my screen. Um, okay. Okay. Yes, it is Jello. I'm sorry. It says the sneaky link LV. It should be. If one of the slides is off, let me know and I'll fix it. But it should say sneaky link LV. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I appreciate you. I appreciate you for pointing that out for me. Yeah, yeah, yeah. So you guys can see my screen, right? Yes, it is. The sneaky link LV. If that's what you're asking, Jello, yes, it is. It's the sneaky link LV. If you do it to the same place that you did before, that should be the right one. I don't know if it was a name change or anything like that, but that's the same one. And thanks, Vacay. So you guys can see my screen and everything like that. So I just wanted to give you guys a little bit of a rundown on the whole beef between Tissa and Sean Davie Way. Muenya. She broke this down awesomely, and I'm not gonna play the whole thing. I'm just gonna play like the first minute of it or so, and then I want you guys to go subscribe to her and make sure that you watch her video as well so that you can get the full breakdown on what the beef was between these two. So hold on one second. Let me just double check on you guys in the comments. Everything okay? Everything okay? Everything okay? I didn't have the LV on the screen a minute ago. Sneaky, did you receive it? Yes, I did, Jella. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. Thank you for your cash app. I appreciate you. I appreciate you. I am not monetized yet. If you guys do want to support the channel, you can go ahead and send a cash app to the sneaky link LV. I appreciate you in advance. So yeah, let's talk about it. Let's talk about it. Let's talk about it. It's gonna be real quick. I'm only gonna, like I said, play the first minute or so. You guys are gonna need to go over and subscribe to her and Sean to get both of their pieces of this story. I just wanted to talk about it just a little bit.
Because you're mad, because you're jealous, because you don't have the range, because you can't do the research, because you don't know what you're doing. And all you can do is just sit from the sidelines and worry about what I'm doing. Anyway, baby.
Maybe I should go over there and just like tell like Tissa Tells or somebody like that. She likes to deal with, those kind of people. Maybe go tell her. Maybe she'll interview him for you guys. Yeah, maybe someone like her or,
So
Okay, so again, they were going back and forth and they were in a big, disagreement as to whether or not Jonathan Oddi, the person that we're talking about today in the hospital gown, as to whether or not the man was even alive. And I kind of already explained it throughout the commentary. Yes, he's still alive, I think. He's had court dates after the date that the district attorney posted that memo within his court documents. There was a memo, which I'm going to make sure I have in the description box. And in the memo from, hold on a second, Catherine, in the memo from Catherine, her name is Catherine Fernandez Rundle. She gives a statement within the documents that this person is unalive. So that's what we see. However, there is further court dates that were scheduled. As you can, there's January 1st, 2024, all the way back to January 2023. Is from what I see. If you guys go to Tissa's video, then you'll see the full thing. I'm going to have it in the description box. As soon as we get done here, I will update the description box so that you can have all the links to the other videos so that you can go catch up. Some things I just don't want to talk about. I don't have the full voice capacity to keep going so much longer to talk about these things individual. So I just wanted to make sure that we bring them to light. And then I will do updates as I get more information and add things to it. I do want to add some people to the conversation that have a little bit more information on the topic. So I'll figure out how to add those people as well. Yes. So I will get that started for you. And make sure that you still get more information. Court dates, but no charge, houseway. That is the problem. And it's been going on for 6 years. 6 years. Some of the reports, so like, when you go to court and they update it, it literally says status set for March 5, 2004, 9 a.m. Report status set for, they went to court on that day. Then it says 1/3/24, 9 a.m. Intake, unit assigned, street violence initiative. This is all when he's coming in. Trial assigned to Khalil Kanan. That's on 11/28. On 11/9, the report status was changed. It just says status set for 11/29, 9 a.m. On 11/8, same thing. Trial prosecution assigned Mitchell Stephen. 10/23. Report status set for 11/9 at 2023 at 9 a.m. 10/18. Like it just goes on and on of all kinds of stuff. 10/17 intake unit assigned. Then let's go down a little bit. Let's go back to 2023. 4/14/2023 status set for 4/24. 10 days later. 4/14 trial date set for 4/23. 4/24 status set for 6/27. 4/24 trial date set for 6/27. 7/5 amended discovery exhibit. 7/7. Why is all of these in Michael Von Zandt? Why are all these people, all of these entries, all of these things, and the man is not being held accountable? Just tell him how long he's going to be there and let him go. You can't just hold people like that. That's against the law. You got to tell me what I'm being held for and for how long. And I have the right to a speedy trial. That's ridiculous. That's absolutely ridiculous. Nowhere does this does not happen like this. There's a lot of things that's happening within the justice system that's just not supposed to be happening. And we can fight back and forth about it. We can have a whole big hoopla about it and, figure out who's right and who's wrong and who's yes and no and all of this stuff. And it's still all wrong. All wrong. So before we let go, I just want to point out a couple more things and then I'm going to let you go. Let me see if I can get this on the screen here. Let me stop streaming this here. Give me a second here. Let's actually take a quick little break so I can get something to drink and then we'll just move on to the last piece and then we'll get out of here. Oh, hold on one second, guys. Let's see what we got here. Oh, I can't press anything. Hold on. Okay, give me 1 second, guys.
I see you. I see you. You just looking and I'm looking. Get your ass up off the pressure sticks twerking. And your house is the like the pickers working. Now drop some links in the chat, you little sneakies, it's some shit going down. Let's take a peeky. Who the fuck is you? Just call me sneaky. Ain't no sneaky, hey, you're sneaky.
All right. Okay, how y'all doing down there? I'm sorry, I'm losing my voice up here. Hold on, guys. All right, y'all still hear me? I'm just going to go over a couple more things and then we're going to get up out of here. I want to just give you guys some things that you can go look for and see for yourselves. Maybe we can come together with some more information on a later date. But I just wanted to let's talk about this really quickly. Let's see, can I get it up on the screen? Hold on. This one. Oh, sorry. Okay, you guys can see that. Okay, so Jonathan Oddi talked about the Boulé. I'm not sure if anybody in the chat has been to HBCU. Have any of you guys in the chat been to a HBCU? Unfortunately, I did not go to a HBCU. I did go to another college. I went to a private college. But that's a whole nother conversation. But did anybody here go to an HBCU? And have anybody here ever heard of the Boulé? Again, my thing was to try to verify some of the little details that he was saying. So he says, Diddy is a part of the Boulé. The Boulé is, an elite group of people. It's for Black people, So I went to go look that up. I wanted to know what it was, what's going on with that, whatever the case may be. Right. So I did not pledge as well. I thought about it and I actually still think about it daily, but now as I get more information about a few of these letters, I'm kind of confused and I'm a little bit afraid. And I'm not sure if that's the way that I want to go. I believe in everything. So if you believe in it, I believe in it and I believe in you. But yeah, so Sigma Pi Phi Fraternity, the Boulé, a brief overview. This is a fraternity that started in 1904. It was originally started by it was founded on May 15th, 1904. Sigma Pi Fraternity, also known as the Boulé, is an ancient Greek, which is a council of chiefs. It's the oldest continuously existing Greek letter postgraduate fraternity, originally founded by and primarily for eminent Black professional men and later similar professional men of African descent throughout the world. Its founders were 6 exceptional men, 4 medical doctors, 1 dentist, a pharmacist, who at the time was a second-year medical student. These men recognized the advantages of a belonging to a special fraternity that would enhance and support professional careers and social relationships, while simultaneously providing leadership and assistance to facilitate the enhancement of elevation of such underserved Black communities as those from which they mostly came and in which they professionally existed. The men who started this were Henry McKee Minton, a registered pharmacist, a second-year law student in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania Jefferson Medical School. There was Edwin Clarence, who was a Harvard graduate. There was Richard John, who was a graduate of the Philadelphia School of Dentistry. There was Eugene Theodore, who was also a graduate of the University School of Medicine. There was Robert Jones, who was the first Black graduate of the Philadelphia's then Hahnemann Medical College, which is now the Drexel University College of Medicine. So these were prominent men who understood the assignment. They understood that they needed to hold a place of prominence in this world or they would not be able to move forward. They needed to come together collectively with all of the information that they've learned individually in order to be able to fit and move into society and gain for them families and their futures to come. So this is how it was founded. This is what this fraternity was founded on. Great foundation. However, as we know, when I'm not sure here, again, I don't see a lot of people who went to an HBCU or who is in a fraternity, but there are different steps to this fraternity, just like the Illuminati. There's different steps. So when you are a beginner, you may get one set of rules, and then you go through teachings and learnings and things like that in order for you to go higher up within the society. So all of the fraternities and sororities are secret societies. It is what you would consider a level of Illuminati because it is a prominent group of people who are unknown to others. They have secrets that we do not know. And in order to learn those secrets, we have to pledge. We have to go through the hazing and all of those different things that you see these celebrities going through. So I just wanted to give you a brief introduction to that. Go a little bit more as you may. I'll go a little bit more when I can and things like that. As far as these white parties go, this obviously was being poured out of that bottle is clear, was on that person's back is not clear. So obviously I believe that that is photoshopped, but this is a real party. Yes, that is Leonardo DiCaprio. There were a lot of people at these parties. We're going to find out so much information about people who were at these parties, right? I'm not going to speak on it too much. What I will say is this. During those white parties, the weekends of, the weeks leading to, and the weeks after those parties, there were spiritual things that were happening in the background that we are not aware of. And that is how he was able to cover up a lot of what he did going through these years. Well, one other thing that I wanted to continue talking about in the Boulé was just to show this picture here. So if you remember a few minutes ago, I showed you guys the symbol of the Boulé, which is the fraternity. And again, you have Diddy with Easily Dancer tattooed on his body. You have LeBron James with the Boulé tattooed on his body. Neither of these two things are within the same practice. However, these people are all maintaining the same space. It's crazy. Yeah, no, I don't want to join anything. I don't want to be a part of anything. I appreciate you for allowing me to learn, and I appreciate education in all levels and any forms. So, I am the kind of person that you can talk to about anything, and I will appreciate your conversation because either you're going to be teaching me something or I'm going to be teaching you something, and I'm going to be able to grow from it. So, yeah. But why does LeBron James have the Boulé tattooed on his chest? And what really is the Boulé? Is anybody here within a fraternity or know somebody within the Pi Phi that could get us some information about the Boulé? I want to know about the Boulé. I want to know. I have questions about the Boulé. I just do. So if we can get any information there, I would love to hear that. And then you also have this picture here. This was at one of the Boulé's chapter meetings. And as you can see, the circle around that person's face with that no Diddy look on it. He's sitting there looking like no Diddy. Yeah. That is a picture of Jay-Z at one of the Boulé's chapter meetings. So, Somebody got some splaining to do. Where is Jonathan? Why did he look like the left? And then all of a sudden, after he met Diddy, he started looking like the right. Why are people not even talking about how he looked when he was looking like how he was looking on the left? And now all of a sudden he looking like he looking on the right and everybody's talking about him. It don't matter what if he is here, not here, or anything at this point. Is what he said true, and does it add another charge to the man who's already being charged? How are we gonna call him a crazy liar? So are we gonna call Cassie a crazy liar? Because Cassie said the same thing he said. Cassie said he made me have these actions with other people while he watched. He was having meetings. He was doing it all while we were doing these things in the background. Cassie said the same thing. He said the same thing. So who's crazy? I'm not crazy. Are you? You crazy? Because I'm sure I'm not. I'm not. I don't think I'm crazy. Last time I checked, I wasn't, and I don't think anything changed in such short time. So what is going on with these people? What's happening? Guys, I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. As far as Tissa and Sean, I respect and love them both. Mr. Uncheckable himself, respected. Tissa works hard. That girl be digging. She be pulling up. She be researching. I be tired. So I respect both of these people in the light that they shine to me. However, the man ain't crazy. I'm not crazy. None of y'all are crazy. Look at those faces. Those look like two different people. He looked like he has been through hell. And he is probably the same like that young lady getting whooped on every night by spiritual things that he don't want to be a part of. Child. I don't know. 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 I do not know. Thank you guys so much for rocking out with me. Make sure that you hit the like button. Make sure you subscribe. Make sure you follow me on Instagram, TikTok, anywhere you at. I'm at Twitter, everywhere you can find me. And I'm going to come back and I'm going to have some more updates on this and make sure that, we got a good full round story on it. I know that some people were waiting on my Michaela video. I'm definitely going to get the rest of that video out. Just a final piece on Michaela the Prince and Elaine the Prince and their whole family and how they came together, and a little bit about the war in Sierra Leone that brought that family together. So we'll do a little bit of that. Again, I appreciate you all for being here. Thank you so much for being here. Please make sure that you hit the like button on the way out. Thank you so much for coming through. Let me just double check on everybody in the comments before I run off. Hold on a second. I can't even see it, guys. I can't even see your comments. Hold on. Let me see. I can't see anything. All right, lovelies. I appreciate you guys so much. Thank you guys for being here with me. I got some more stuff for you coming. Please make sure you like, subscribe, share, all that great stuff. Sneaky Link LV on the Cash Apps. Your girl ain't monetized yet, but she will be very, very, very soon. Watch out for that. We also almost hit 1,000 subscribers. We are literally only, I think, 24 or 25 away. So please go ahead and share the content with your friends, everybody. I love y'all.
I see you. your ass about the bitches that's twerking. Can you pause so don't like the biggest working? Now drop some links in the chat, you little sneakies, it's some shit going down, let's take a peeky. Who the fuck is you? Just call me sneaky. Ayo sneaky, ayo sneaky.